Good morning, everyone. What a great week we're having. We're going to continue to have an awesome week. Today's Thursday, and it's going to be a great day. You guys are continuing to follow the rules. This is by far the best behaved group that we've had in a long time, and I'm really proud to be here with you. I want to let you know about some of the things going on, so let me have your attention today. Teachers, on Wednesday and Friday during your planning period this week, we had our Chromebook training. You did a great job yesterday of attending. Remember, you must attend both days. You have to go Friday again to the Chromebook training, and that will be for the duration of your planning period on Friday. Be in those same rooms, second block in room 70, third block in room 38, fourth block in room 60, and fifth block in room 67. Today we will have open house meetings in the library at the very beginning of each planning period. So during your planning period, please report to the library. As soon as you can get there, we'll get started, and Mr. Boyle will give us the logistics of our open house. There are some changes to open house, so we want to let you know how that's going to work. It won't last the whole period, so you will have some time for planning today. But at the beginning of your planning period today, please meet in the library for an open house meeting. Yesterday, now students, you need to listen closely to this information too, because this is important to you, but the teachers will be the ones recording this, but students, you need to know what our tardy procedures are. All first block tardies, that means if you get here before the end of homeroom, all first block tardies must sign in through the front office. No student should be allowed to enter advisory class without a pink office admit slip during first block. So that means, students, if you were here early and you end up tardy to first block, you have to go to the office and sign in. Guess what? That also means you need a parent to sign you in. So if you rode the bus and you were late, that's a big problem, because you had about 25 minutes to get to class and you didn't make it. Big problem. Let's not put yourself in that situation. Teachers, all students who are tardy first block have to have that office admit slip. All other students who check into school late throughout the day will also come with a pink office admit slip. These check-ins will be entered by the office. So all of the check-in times, teachers, you don't have to mark anything first block, or if a student checks in late, that's going to be entered through the office. Now between classes, this is how it's going to work. When the tardy bell stops ringing for each period, each teacher is going to close that door, leave the students in the hallway with the hallway administrator. The hallway administrator is going to take the tardy students' names and then send them into their classroom. Now teachers, they'll be coming without a slip, but you can poke your head out the door and make sure that that hallway administrator was out there and got those students' names. The teacher will enter the e-school tardy. When you take attendance, that student came in late, you can mark T. Now that's a change. We used to not do that, but that's a change that we're going to do this year. When you take attendance, that student comes in late, you can mark a T for tardy. The administrator is going to put the tardy into Kickboard, and that will take away money from every student who is tardy. All behavior consequences for tardies will be run through Kickboard. Classroom teachers should only enter Kickboard tardies if there's a problem or if there's a special circumstance. If you know there was no hallway administrator there and didn't get the name, go ahead and bring that student in and mark them tardy in e-school, and then you can put the tardy in Kickboard under that special circumstance. But you need to let me know if that's happening, because every hallway and every area should have an administrator to take that tardy and put it into Kickboard. If a student comes in more than a minute or two late, if they're 5 minutes late, that's more than just a tardy. That's what we're going to call loitering. It's also called not in assigned area. So on Kickboard, that is I think it's a deduction of 10 instead of a deduction of 5. Every class tardy is a deduction of $5, but leaves class without permission or not in assigned area behaviors are -10. So if a student comes in really late and you know the hallway administrator has gone and that student comes in more than 2 minutes late, then you can mark that leaves class without permission, and that's an even bigger consequence taken away from students on Kickboard. These are new procedures, so teachers, please read those. I sent them in an email yesterday. Please read those carefully and follow those directions carefully. If you need any help or you have any questions, please let me know. I also sent you teachers information about how we're going to collect emergency cards and the indications that we need to do for collecting emergency cards. Please collect emergency cards from every student in your advisory class by Thursday, September 22nd. That's a week from today. Document which students have not turned in an emergency card. Go into Kickboard and enter the no emergency card behavior. That will put a flag up that this student has no emergency card for every student who has not turned one in by the 22nd. After you've gotten, after the 22nd and you have the emergency cards for your students, and some of you have already done this, you're going to file the emergency cards alphabetically by last name in the appropriate box in the front office. Please have that done by the end of the day on Friday, September 23rd. Check in with Ms. Heaton in the front office and let her know that you've completed this task. She will mark you off of her list and say, okay, you've turned in your emergency cards. And then we should end up with a list of students who have not yet turned in emergency cards, and so we can start trying to get those from them. Again, I emailed you about that so you can read over that list of how we're going to do those emergency cards, and that's going to be really important, especially next week when we get toward the end of this deadline. Early dismissal is canceled September 21st. Reminder of that. That will be a full day for all students and teachers. Casual Friday, tomorrow. We will have Casual Friday. That means you can bring $1 students and have free dress bottoms with a Westdale top. Spirit shirt, uniform shirt, Westdale top, free dress bottoms, Casual Friday, tomorrow for $1. Teachers, please make sure that you have collected $1 from each student who's participating, and any students who are participating but did not bring their $1, please send us those names. You can give those names to the hallway administrator when they come by. Students who receive permission forms to join the DI team, you need to make sure you bring those forms back to Ms. Hines by tomorrow morning. You need to do that before school. Students, remember to bring back those emergency cards, behavior contracts, handbook pages, all of that information to your homeroom teachers. As you heard, there's a flag. If you don't bring that stuff in, there's a flag that'll go up and say, oh, they didn't bring that back. And so we're going to start chasing that stuff down. We also are going to have the technology form going home soon to you so that you'll be able to check out a Chromebook. And you won't be able to check out a Chromebook if you didn't turn this stuff in. Open house for Westdale is September 20th. That's going to be on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Tell your parents to come to open house. There's going to be a meeting in the gym that will start at 6. We don't start at 6:10. We're going to start at 6. So make sure your parents get here, and that will be a great time for them to meet your teachers. September 20th, open house, 6 p.m. at Westdale. Go to our website, Westdale Middle School, for updates. Sign up for our email newsletter or text alerts. Remember, every day we want you to come to school prepared to learn, read every day, obey the rules, take care of each other, and success will follow. Have a great